find comforts from the east, that I may back to Athens by daylight, from these whom my poor company detest, and sleep, that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye, steal me a while from mine own company.
Yet but three? Come one more! Two of both kinds make up four. Ha! Here she is, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so low. Entangled with the dew and torn with the briars. I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. Here I will rest me till the break of day. Heaven shield Lysander if they mean a fray.
On the ground, sleep sound. I'll apply to your eye, lover, remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. And, as the country proverb known, every man shall have his own. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill.
Get you your weapons in your hand, and kill me a rose-hipped honeybee on the top of a thistle. And, good monsieur, bring me the honey bag. Do not trouble yourself too much in the action, monsieur. And, good monsieur, have a care the honey bag break not, for I would be loath to have you overflown with a honey bag, signor. Where's Monsieur Mustard Seed? Ah, good monsieur, give me your leaf. I pray you, leave your courtesy, Monsieur Mustard Seed.
What do well?
Nothing, only to help Cavalier Peas Blossom to scratch. I must do the barber, monsieur, for methinks I am marvelous hairy about the face. And I'm such a tender ass. If my hair do but tickle me, I must scratch.
What wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let's have the tongues and the bones.
What thou desirest to eat?
Truly, peck of profit. I could munch your good dry oats. Methinks I have a great desire to a bottle of hay. Good hay, sweet hay hath no fellow.
I have a venturous fairy that should seek to squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
I had rather have a handful or two of dried peas. But I pray you, let none of your people stir me. I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I shall wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and be always away. So doth the woodbine with sweet honeysuckle gently to twist. Female ivy so enrings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? And now I have the boy, I will release this painful imperfection of her eyes. Gentlefolk, take this transformed scalp off the head of this Athenian swain, that he awakening when the others do, may back again to Athens repaired. Think no more of this night's accidents, but as fierce vexation of the dream. But first I will release the fairy queen, thou wast once to be, seest thou wast once to see. Diane's bud or Cupid's flower, passage force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen. Lies your love. Silence a while, Robin, take off his head. Titania, call music and strike more dead than common sleep of all these 5 cents.
Now when thou wakest, with thine own fool's eyes peep.
Music, oh music, let's try to sleep.
Ha, sound music. Come, Titania, take hand with me, and we'll rock the ground whereupon these sleepers be. Now that thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in Duke Theseus' house triumphantly, and bless it to all fair prosperity, and there shall these pairs of faithful lovers be, wedded with Theseus all in jollity.
Fairy king, attend and mark! I do hear the morning lark.
Come, my queen, in silence sad, trip we after the night shade. We the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night. I, sleeping, here was found, with these mortals on the ground.
We will, fair queen, up to the mountain's top, and mark the musical confusion of hounds and echo in conjunction.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once, when in the woods of Crete we bade the bear with the hounds of Sparta. Never have I heard such gallant chiding, for besides the groves, the skies, the fountains, every region near seemed all one mutual cry. I never heard so musical a discord, such sweet thunder.
My hounds are bred out of the Spartan kind, so fluid, so sanded, and their heads are hung with ears that sweep away the morning dew. Judge when you hear.
But soft, oh, what nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep. And this be Lysander, the churlish one. This Demetrius is, and this Helena, old Natar's Helena. I do wonder at their being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May. And hearing our intent, came here in grace of our solemnity. But speak, Aegeus, is this not the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Go, bid the huntsmen wake them with their horns. Good morrow, friends. Saint Valentine is past. Begin these woodbirds but to couple now.
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all, stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world, where hatred is so far from jealousy, to sleep by hate and to fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly, half asleep, half waking. As yet I swear I cannot truly say how I came here. But as I think, and truly what I speak, and now I do bethink me so it is. I came with Hermia hither, to be gone from Athens, where we might, without the peril of Athenian law...
Enough! Enough, my lord, you have enough! I beg the law! The law upon his head! They would have stolen away! They would, Demetrius! thereby to have defeated you and me, you of your wife, and me of my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, fair Helen told me of their stealth, of this their purpose hither to this wood, and I in fury hither followed them, fair Helen in fancy following me. But my lord, I walk not by what power, but by some power it is. My love of Hermia melted as the snow. Seems to me now as the remembrance of an idle god which in my childhood I did dote upon. And now, my lord, the object and the pleasure of mine eye is only Helena. To her, my lord, I was betrothed ere I saw Hermia. But, like in sickness, I did loathe this food. But, as in health, come to my natural taste. Now I do wish it, love it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, fair lovers, you are fortunate met. And of this discourse we will hear more anon. Aegeus, I will overbear your will. For in the temple, by and by with us, these couples shall eternally be knit. And for now the morning is something worn, our proposed hunting shall be set aside. Away with us to Athens, 3 and 3. We'll hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta.
These things seem small and indistinguishable, like far-off mountains turning into clouds.
Methinks I see things with parted eye when everything seems double.
So methinks! And I have found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own and not mine own.
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems to me that yet we sleep. We dream. Was not the Duke here and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father.
And Hippolyta?
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Why, then we are awake. Let's follow them, and by the way, let us recount our dreams.
When my cue comes, call me, and I will answer. My next is most fair Pyrrhus. Hi-ho! Peter Quince. Loot the bellows mender. Snout the tinker. Starveling. God's my life stolen hence and left me asleep. I've had a most rare vision. I've had a dream past the wit of man to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass if you go about to expound this dream. Methought I was. There is no man can tell what. Thought I wasn't. Thought I had. Man is but a patched fool if he will offer to say what he thought I had. The eye of man hath not heard. Ear of man hath not seen. Man's hand is not able to taste, his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I will ask Peter Quince to write me a ballad of my dream. It shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom. I will sing it in the latter end of a play before the Duke. Peradventure, to make it the more gracious, I shall sing it at Thisbe's death.
you been to Bottom's house? Has he come home yet? He cannot be heard of. Out of doubt, he is transported.
Then the play is marred. It goes not forward, doth it?
It is not possible. You have not a man in all of Athens able to discharge Pyramus but he.
I simply has the best wit of any handicraft man in Athens.
Yea, and the best person too. And he's a very paramour for a sweet voice.
You must say paragon. A paramour is... Oh, God shield us, a thing of naught.
Masters, the Duke is coming from the temple, and there is 2 or 3 lords and ladies more married. If our sport had gone forward, we had all been made men.
Sweet bully bottom. Must have he lost 6 pence a day in his life. He could not have escaped 6 pence a day. And had the Duke not given him 6 pence a day for playing Pyramus, I'll be hanged. 6 pence a day and Pyramus are nothing.
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts? Masters, I am to discourse wonders. But ask me not what, for if I tell you I'm no true Athenian. I will tell you everything, just as I
Let us hear, sweet pop.
Nothing of me. I will only say, the Duke hath died. Get your apparel together, good strings to your beards, new ribbons to your pumps. Meet presently at the palace. Every man look over his part. Let Thisbe have clean linen, and let not him that plays the lion pare his nails, for they shall hang out for the lion's claw. And most dear actors, eat no onions or garlic, for we are to utter sweet breath, and I do not doubt. But to hear them say, 'tis a sweet comedy. No more words. Away. Away!
Strange, my Theseus, that these lovers speak of.
More strange than true. I never may believe those antique fables, nor these fairy toys. Lovers and bad men have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies, that apprehend far more than cool reason ever comprehends. The lover, the lunatic, and the poet are of imagination all compact. One sees more devils than vast hell can hold. That is the madman. The lover, all is frantic, sees Helen's beauty in the brow of Egypt. The poet's eye, in fine frenzy rolling, doth glance from heaven to earth, and earth to heaven. And where imagination bodies forth the forms of things unknown, the poet's pen turns them to shapes, and gives to airy nothing a local habitation and a name. These tricks had strong imagination, that if it would but apprehend some joy, it comprehends some bringer of that joy. Or, in the night, imagining some fear, how easy is a bush, suppose it a bear.
But all the story of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together, more witnesses than fancy's images, and grows to something of great constancy. But howsoever, strange and admirable.
Ah, here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends, joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
More than to us. Wait in your royal walks, your board, your bed.
What dances shall we have to wear away this long age of 3 hours between our after supper and bedtime? Where is our usual manager of mirth? Are there no revels? Is there no play to help ease the anguish of a torturing hour? Call Philostrate.
Here, mighty Theseus.
Say, what abridgment have you for this evening? What mask? What music? How shall we beguile the lazy time, if not in some delights?
There's a brief how many sports are right. Make choice of which your highness will see first.
The Battle of the Centaurs, to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the harp. We'll have none of that. That have I told my loving glory of my kinsman Hercules. The riot of the tipsy bacchanals, tearing the Thracian singer in their rage. That is an old device, and it played when I from Thebes came last a conqueror. The three thrice muses, mourning for the death of learning, late deceased in beggary. That is some satire, keen and critical, not sorting with a nuptial ceremony. A tedious brief love scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe. Very tragical mirth. Merry and tragical? Tedious and brief? That is hot ice and wondrous strange snow. How shall we find the concord in this discord?
A play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play. But by 10 words, my lord, it is too long, for all therein there is not one word apt, one player fitted. And tragical, my noble lord, it is, for Pyramus therein doth kill himself, which when I saw rehearse, I must confess, made mine eyes water, more merry tears than the passion of loud laughter ever shed.
And what are they that do play?
Hard-handed men that work in Athens here, that never labored in their minds till now, and now have toiled their ungrieved memories with this same play against your nuptial.
And we will hear it.
No, my noble lord, it is not for you. I've heard it over and it's nothing in all the world.
I will hear that play. For never can anything be amiss when duty and tenderness do suffer it. Therefore, go, bring them in. And ladies, take your places.
I love not to see wretchedness o'ercharged, and duty in his service perishing.
My gentle sweet, you'll see no such thing.
He says they can do nothing of this kind.
The kind are we to give them thanks for nothing. Our sport shall be to take what they mistake. And what poor duty cannot do, noble respect takes in might, not merit.
The long and short of this, our play is preferred.
So please your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Let him approach.
If we offend, it is with our goodwill. That you should think we come not to offend, but with goodwill, to show our simple skill. That is the true beginning of our end. Consider that. We come not in despite. We come not in minding to content you. Our true intent is, all for your delight, we are not here, that you should hear repent you. Our actors are at hand, and by their show you shall know all that you are like to know.
This fellow doth not stand upon points.
He has read his prologue like a rough colt. He knows not to stop. A good moral, my lord. It is not enough to speak, but to speak true.
Indeed, he had played on his prologue like a child and a reporter, a sound but not in government.
His speech was like a tangled chain, nothing impaired, but all disordered. Who is next?
Gentles, perhaps you wonder at our show, but wonder on till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you must know. This beauteous lady is Thisbe, certain. This man in plaster and rough cast presents wall, that vile wall that did these lovers sunder, and through whose
they were content to whisper, at the which let no man wonder. This man with dog and lantern and bush of thorn doth presenteth moon, for if you though the lovers thought no scorn to meet at Nina's tomb and there to woo this grisly beast, who Lionheart by name, the trusty Thisbe coming first by night, did scare, or rather did affright. And as she fled, her mantle she did fall, and lion vile with bloody mouth did stain. Anon comes Paramis, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain.